bullshit.
And in this game, I asked Tim before he came on to provide me two tiny little stories. And one of them is apparently the truth. And one of them is a lie. And I don't know which one is which. And so I'm going to read them both. And I'm going to pick one and I'm going to grill him a little bit, for about a minute to determine if I can figure out if it's a lie or not. So the first one is option one. I've got a pretty common name. There's another Tim Wilson who is industry adjacent. He's in ad tech, and we both contributed to articles to Practical E-commerce during an overlapping year or so. I wound up getting invited to speak at NRF's annual conference. I was surprised, but I did it. I only found out after the fact that they realized too late in the game that they'd reached out to the wrong Tim Wilson. It turned out fine, although I was embarrassed for years, even though it wasn't my fault. So that's option one. Option two, it's a tale old as email at a fairly large company, and there was one particular guy in IT who perpetually seemed to be a roadblock to different projects I was working on. He'd respond to one of my requests for an exception with the IT proud type response. Turn it off and on again.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
I forwarded his response to another coworker and uploaded my frustrations there. Hour or so later, I ran into that coworker and brought up the email. He said he never got it, and he realized that he replied to the email rather than forwarding it. The IT's guy's name, Alex Jones. All right, so we have option one, other Tim Wilson, or option two, by mistake, reply to the email with the frustrations, right? Those are the two. Okay.
Alex Jones.
These churches want to play it safe right into hell.
Let's do option one. Let's do the other Tim Wilson. Okay. All right. So this other Tim Wilson, had you met him before this? Like, had you ever bumped into him?
I had not. I think I'd become aware of him. We did ultimately actually hop on a call and have a conversation purely because we were both
Tim Wilsons.
Tim Wilsons.
It was like did you schedule the call as like, do you remember what it was called? Was it like a We Are Tim Wilson call?
I'm sure it was like a Tim Wilson / Tim Wilson chat or something like that. Yeah.
Now after this shakeup happened, where it was the other Tim Wilson that they wanted, did you tell Tim Wilson about this?
I did. That's when I learned his company had that on a list of something they wanted him to try to get to and speak at. The pieces kind of came together. He was like, oh, that's what happened. He's like, I remember that, and
He was a little upset at you over that?
Not really. He laughed. It was a few years later. Yeah.
Would you say that like now do you guys keep in touch at all? Like, when's the last time you talked to him?
We've only talked the one time. I look him up periodically. As I've kind of shifted farther away from digital analytics, he's shifted a little bit more generically. So we're kind of farther apart from our lives possibly crossing, but he's actually moved around jobs. I bet we're both 4 jobs removed from when that happened. So
okay. All right. And has this Tim Wilson ever come over to your house? Ever?
No.
Okay.
People don't come to Ohio.
If I had another Josh Silverbauer, I would do everything that I could to bring that person over to my house. So I'm gonna say that this is the lie. Is this the lie?
It is the lie.
Yes.
That Tim Wilson does exist.
Very, very good.
That Tim Wilson does exist, but the NRF speaking never happened.
Okay.
So,
okay. That's funny. I actually didn't know at all, but I just guessed.
It's the party show.